Do you even know nearly 30% of sales opportunities are lost just because follow-ups don't happen on time? And the sales team, they spend two-thirds of their day on admin work instead of selling. That's why tools like Saleslink exist. So you can stop juggling spreadsheets and sticky notes and keep every deal on track in one place. In this video, we will walk through how it works directly from our tech lead.
So here is a walkthrough of the Saleslink platform if you have logged in for the first time. There are certain account settings that need to be performed. So we are going to settings from the left hand side, and then there are 4 parameters that need to be set before we are ready to run an actual campaign, starting with the time zone. So we need to set a time zone based on what we prefer to be displayed. So all of our follow-up times and analytics data will be displayed in this particular time zone only. I have selected UTC plus 5:30, then saving this time zone. Okay, so settings updated successfully. Then comes email providers. For the email providers, we need to add an email account which will be used for sending all of the email campaigns. So I'm just moving ahead and adding this email address of mine and then the display name. This display name will be used when the receiver receives your email. So instead of having a generic name or displaying the email address, the receiver would be able to see this name. Then comes email provider. With an email provider, we support Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo Mail, and custom SMTP, wherein I will select Gmail. Now, as a next step, it says that for Gmail accounts that have two-factor authentication enabled, we need to create an app password. So the moment I click here, it takes me to this Google account, and then I need to turn the two-step verification on. Okay, so we can see that I've already created two app password. You go there, and then you need to create another app password. You will name the platform, and then will create an app password. The moment you create, you get like a 12-character app password which you can store somewhere. I'm coming back to the platform. You need to save your app password over here and then submit the form. So I'm adding the email account. It says email account added successfully and verified successfully. Then I can try to test this. It says connection test successful. Yeah, so we have successfully added our email account. Now moving on to the next settings, it is the CC and BCC settings. So over here we have the option of adding list of CC email addresses and BCC email addresses which need to be added by comma separated values. If there are multiple emails, if there is a single email like I have in my case for BCC email address, you can add it here. Now there is also this toggle option wherein you can select whether you would like to use these email accounts right now for all your active campaigns, like to use actually. So I have enabled the CC and BCC for all the emails that will go out from the platform. So I'm just saving it now. Okay, so then comes the normal general account management wherein we can change our password, our username and stuff. Okay, so moving ahead, since we have performed all the basic settings of the profile, now we are ready to run an actual campaign. So I will go to sequences. We'll try to create one sequence. We'll name it, let's say, add composites. We'll add a dummy description over here. And then I have created this email sequence. So sequence got created successfully. The name of the sequence is add composites. And then I'm adding the first step of my sequence. So over here I can add the subject line. Let's say the subject is add composites or add composites email, and then just adding some body to my email. As this is the first step of the sequence, it has 0 wait time, and the condition that is applied over here by default is no condition, just saving the sequence step. So here goes the first step of the sequence. Now adding another step, which is the second step. So make sure you add this exactly same email subject, and then add the email body, something like this is the second email follow-up one. Now over here I would like to send it like, let's say, after 24 hours of the previous step, and this time the condition I would like to apply is only if previous email is not applied to. So in case the receiver sends a reply to the previous email, then this step will be skipped. And now let's add the third step. Again, same email subject and email body. This is the, let's say, the before the previous email, and the condition applied is not replied to. Alright, so I've just added this dummy email body time. I'm just increasing the wait time to 48 hours. So that will account for 2 days. So the third step will then go after 2 days of the previous test email is not replied to. So the sequence will immediately be paused once we detect a reply from the recipient. And here I'm adding the third step. Yeah, so we now have 3 steps for our sequence. Step 1 with immediate sending and 0 hours. Then step 2 with a wait time of 24 hours and not reply to condition, and step 3 with a wait time of 48 hours and not reply to condition. So these are the 3 steps of the sequence. Now coming to prospect. So as you can see, prospect over here is 0 since we haven't imported any. So what I will do is I will go to the settings, and then as you can see, we have the sequence name, description, and the default email address that I would like to use in order to send this campaign. So since I have set up only one single email, this is the default email that we will be using. So but we have no campaigns created for the sequence yet, and hence there are 0 prospects for the sequence. So now what we will do is we will create a campaign. We'll name the campaign as Ad Composites campaign. Sequence is we will create a campaign. Then there is a toggle button wherein you can decide whether you want to immediately make this campaign active or you would like to activate it afterwards. So I'm just selecting this in order to make my campaign activate the moment I save it. I'm just creating the campaign now. Okay, so campaign got created successfully. So now I will move ahead and add the recipient. So I'm then redirected to the import prospects page. Over here, what you can do is you need to select your CSV file in the exact same format as you can see in the sample CSV tab. So you need to have the email, which is a mandatory field, and first name, last name, and company. Alright, so moving ahead, I already have a file. Prospect will upload and try to import this prospect template. So as you can see, the current step is step 1. The current step stats shows that step 1 has been proceeded. Outcome says it's in progress because there are 3 steps of the sequence and we are still in step 1. Then if you go to the stats, you can see that there are total 2 emails, out of which none of them is opened, clicked, replied, bounced. So the open rate is also 0%. So the moment you receive a reply, right, it is being updated in real time on this platform, and then you're able to see how many of them have opened, replied, or clicked, and what is the email address of the sender, which also reflects the overall reply rate.
So instead of wasting time on admin and losing deals to missed follow-ups, we have now got one system that keeps everything running smoothly. That's Saleslink.